Hey, so I was promising I was going to make you guys a video or two on this tubing notcher that I bought. Well, this isn't really the video that I had planned, but I figure, well, I'm going to get out the video camera and show you guys what's up anyways. So, like I was telling you guys before, I bought this thing for 50 bucks on eBay. And for that price, I wasn't exactly expecting that it was, made by Prince Charles's skilled workers in a factory in England or something. But I was expecting it's made in China and stuff. But yeah, so we're getting some malfunctions going on here. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So this isn't going to be a demonstration on how this thing works, but it is going to be showing you what's buggered up on it. So normally the tubing, it slides in here and it clamps here, and there's a piece of, there's a like threaded rod with a handle on it, and you tighten it up like that. Well, check out the thread here. There's some presumably wonderfully made in China thread right there. So then I went to the store and I bought myself a new piece of threaded rod. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'll put some made in the USA threaded rod in there. That should fix her up real good. And then I'll show you what I found next. Oh, my mistake. See, made in China. All right, so back up here just a little bit. See what the problem was, the thread buggered up on here, right? And this is metric, so I didn't want to, well, I don't even know where I'm going to find more thread like that. So I ran the tap through there. I ran my 1/2-inch standard tap through there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw this guy in there, because the thread is already correct. And then, yeah, try and do that with one hand. See, and then I can put the nut up against it very lightly, and I'm going to weld the nut to this back plate here so that this piece of threaded rod is now going to be pushing on the thread that's in here and also on the nut at the same time. So it's got a lot of thread now, so it should stay for a long time. So that's the next plan here. So I'm going to have to take the paint off here so that I can get some welding done and get that nut welded on there now. Okay, so I think I'm going to salvage the handle part of the original part here, and I'll cut it off here, and then I'll cut a piece of my new threaded rod off to match the length of the original metric piece, and then so I'll cut that off here, and then I'll weld the handle onto my new piece of threaded rod, and I think that should pretty well wrap it up. Okay, so the part that I welded the nut on, it's cooled off nice already, and I already ran the tap through it to clean up the threads. So now my new T-handle just screws right in there nicely. And this thread is actually a bigger diameter, plus it's got the nut and the original base for thread, so it should be nice and secure in there now. Oh, I was going to put a piece of tubing in here for you guys just to show how it fits in there. So it just clamps in there and holds it real tight. And this thing's got different angles on it. I'll show you the gauge on it too. So clamps in like that. And I'll take this apart and I'll show you how the gauge thing looks on there. Okay, so there you can see it's set at 0 degrees. It's got a nice scale here to show the angles, and this little notch here lines up with the 0. So it goes like to 60 degrees. And to loosen it off and adjust it, it's got 3 bolts on the back side. Loosen those off, and then I can rotate it and set it to where I want it. But anyways, this is kind of like a repair video for this thing. It wasn't really intended to be, you know, showing how it works and stuff. I do want to make a video or two on that yet, putting this thing to use, and want to do that for you guys yet too. So anyways, thanks for checking this one out.